Australia's wild horses. Newcomers to this ancient land. Facing formidable predators. Living among extraordinary neighbours. Species that have occupied this continent for tens of thousands of years. Abandoned by those who first brought them here, they forged their own way of life. Over hundreds of years, they bred into a hardy stock, able to survive in the driest deserts and withstand the fiercest alpine winters. Theirs is a remarkable story of survival against the odds and against the elements. Australia, the flattest continent on the planet. Yet from its eroded surface rise the Australian Alps. Known as the Snowy Mountains, they are rugged and windswept, buffeted by snowstorms in winter and scorching in summer. Yet remarkably, they are home to the rare and endangered, pack hunters, great mobs of hopping herbivores, and Australia's wild horses. Relatively recent arrivals that face an uncertain future. It's early spring in the Alps. The last of the winter snows are melting. Releasing almost 10,000 billion litres of fresh water into the valleys below. The Alps National Park covers 6,900 square kilometres. Yet it is only 1% of the entire continent. Its highest peak would barely reach the foothills of America's Rocky Mountains. This 15-strong Snowy Plains band is led by the dominant stallion. The lead mare has recently given birth to a healthy chestnut foal. She's an experienced mother, and hers was the first foal of the season. The band is one of a dozen or more that make up the 1,000-strong population of horses that roam these snowy peaks. Released from nearby farms and allowed to run wild, they now live a knife-edge existence. The thawing snow feeds clear streams that the horses follow to fresh pastures. Which are also hunting grounds for venomous red-bellied blacksnakes. In spring, males travel widely in search of a mate. When they encounter rivals, combat ensues. Immune to each other's venom, it's a contest of strength and will. The loser abandons prime waterside territory and its resident females. The streams are the playground of platypus, also venomous. Perhaps the most bizarre of Australia's unique animals. It's a mammal that lays eggs, fights using its venomous spur, and hunts blind. Its sensitive fleshy bill detects minute electrical currents in the muscles of crustaceans hatching from creek beds. The platypus's closest relative is the echidna. This hardy survivor is able to endure the searing summers, then slip into a torpid state to sleep out the Alps' deep winters. It thrives on Australia's abundant termites and relies on an armour of spines to ward off predators. Echidnas rip into termite mounds with powerful clawed legs. Their snout then detects electrical signals within insects' bodies. And a long, sticky tongue does the rest. Like wild horses, the mobs of grey kangaroos prefer the lush foothills in spring, as do the predators that hunt them. Rising above it all, Australia's largest eagle, the wedge-tailed, glides on thermals and surveys the mountains with its razor-sharp vision for quarry, dead or alive. Like domestic horses, their wild relatives foal in the spring after an 11-month pregnancy. While the band grazes in the open, a heavily pregnant mare retreats to the wooded hillsides. Her waters break. With her foal in birth position, she enters hours of labour. It's a boy.